and by Under Armour. Under Armour introduces its latest innovation, UA running footwear. Welcome back, everyone, to Disney's Wide World of Sports Complex. The Burger King High School All-America Skills Challenge is underway. Coming up, the second annual Under Armour All-America game moves from here at Disney to the Citrus Bowl site. Capital One Bowl yesterday. Georgia beat Michigan State there, 8 o'clock Eastern on ESPN HD. For more, log on to ESPN.com. We can't wait to see more than 80 of the nation's best high school players in action. Quint with another special guest. It's Garrett Gilbert, great quarterback out of Texas.
Yeah, and he's also a great person. All week it's been yes, sir, no, sir. Garrett, I want to talk a little football, though. What do you think is your best quality as a quarterback?
Well, I think at least I try to be a good leader and a guy who doesn't make too many mistakes during the game.
From Austin, Texas, you will play at Texas. You've given them a verbal. Why is that an ideal fit?
I've always been a fan. It's been my dream school since I was little, and I have an opportunity to great education, and there's a real family environment here.
All right, good luck. Garrett Gilbert, back-to-back state titles. Lake Travis High School plays his best when the pressure's on, Dave.
Just a nice record-setting career there. Burger King pass attack leaderboard. Josh Nunez, bound for Stanford, has a lead over Moses Alapate, who will play for Minnesota next season. Here comes Gilbert. Cannon for a right arm.
He seems to be much more fluid, much more in control of his football. But again, if they get on their horse, start running to that third ball, the throw to the last target will not be as long. It'll be an easier throw, Dave.
All the quarterbacks so far really struggling with a moving target, getting it to that 30 logo, top right of the target. That's where you get the points.
And it gives you an indication of how different a moving target on a golf cart is from an actual player. This is a quarterback that threw 55 touchdowns as a senior. Accuracy has not been one of his problems. Multiple times completed over 80% of his passes as a senior in games.
National Player of the Year, 12,534 yards in his career, 136 touchdowns, a record in the state of Texas, each of those categories. There's the long ball. He didn't like it.
By listening to him, he didn't seem to like any of his performance. And I think what they realize is how difficult it is to grip the football first and foremost, get rid of the ball. He's got a little bit of an elongated motion. I think he can help some power with his arm by driving his left elbow downward to help bring the right shoulder forward. But this is a guy in the long throw here at the end, launched it pretty well. Nice competitive throw on the deep ball.
Richard Breho is next. He will play for Rick Neuheisel at UCLA next season. Bruins coming off a tough 4-win year, losing their regular season finale to their arch rivals USC at the Rose Bowl. Year 2 of Neuheisel's reign, and his alma mater starts in 09. Tommy, I think you hit the nail on the head earlier. Getting to the ball quick, moving laterally is so important here, and the kids just aren't doing that well enough right.
No, they're not, and it makes for such a shorter throw. That's a nice shot right there by Richard Breho. He's starting to get into a rhythm a little bit. Got a very quick release, one of his best attributes. I know Norm Chow at UCLA, very excited to have Breho coming to town. There's a quarterback position that's got a void of depth, and I think overall talent at UCLA, which Richard Breho should be able to take advantage of once he gets on campus there in Westwood. That's the Tom Martinez at Los Osos High School in Rancho Cucamonga, California. It's 2:06. See all these guys trying to grip the football the best way they know how to be able to get that ball deep and downfield. Rank it up. How many steps ideally do you want? Well, you'd like to generate as much power as you can to be able to actually run up to it. I know that's not realistic in the game of football, playing the quarterback position, but most of these guys you're seeing just step up into the pocket with a couple of steps and throw it. Again, grips the football, carries the football very similar to the way that Josh Nunez does. Such a lightning quick release. Look how quickly that thing comes off of Richard Breho's ear. But the accuracy has been something that has spelled all the quarterbacks to this point. And again, it's getting used to the moving targets, doing a drill, and participating in an event that none of these quarterbacks have taken part in before. Richard Breho, 188 points. He's in second place now behind Josh Nunez. So a couple of future Pac-10 stars. Speaking of which, here is Matt Park. A verbal to USC. He'll start classes next week in Los Angeles. Told us last night the campus is about 20 minutes or so from his home near Santa Ana, California. That's
season as our top-ranked player. ESPNU 150.
He nailed the first target and has had an exceptional week. Not a good week, an exceptional week of practice. Just drilled all 3 targets in the first row there for the 20-point category. Now he's got the second intermediate throws a little bit low. That was all footwork for Matt Barkley. Did not have his feet underneath him, did not step in the throw. That time he did, much more accurate, and he's really getting rid of the football. He's in a rhythm, Dave Ryan, right now, throwing it extremely accurately. And you know what? He showed that in practice all week, really upping his game, in my opinion, and meeting an expectation level that he's had coming into this event.
USC starting quarterback Mark Sanchez said after the Rose Bowl he is going to consider his options about 2009. Got a year of eligibility left. All thought he'll come back for a senior year. And Matt Barkley's ready, he told us last night, to be either under the care of Mark Sanchez, learning from him, or perhaps competing for the starting job. Here's the big ball. Wow. Great distance, Matt Barkley.
Hey, guys.
Big smiles on the faces of all the quarterbacks participating here. One of the things that I've seen throughout the week of practice leading up to this event is all these guys have gotten along extremely well. The white team, the black team for the Under Armour All-America game. These guys' personalities seem to mesh very well throughout the week. Look at the accuracy, Dave Ryan.
Great start. That's why he's now in first place.
Delivery, mechanics, he's been so well groomed coming out of the high school ranks. Been well tutored, well coached at Mater Dei High School under Bruce Rawlinson, a long-time legendary head coach there. And it shows. I mean, this is a polished pocket passer coming out of the high school ranks.
He is the winner of our competition. He's joined by Quinn.
This is yours. You earned it. You made that look pretty easy. What is one of the keys to your accuracy?
I think just staying focused and sticking to the fundamentals that I've been taught, and just staying calm throughout this whole deal.
You look like you've enjoyed the week last night watching USC roll. Your thoughts as you move forward to that next step towards USC? What's the first thing you need to accomplish between now and entering school?
I think just getting myself prepared mentally for what I'm going to be facing, because when I get there, you know, it's going to be competing whether Mark stays or leaves. You know, that's what SC is all about. So I'm just looking forward to getting my chance.
Congratulations, great job. Polished, poised, and confident.
Ready to go to USC, Quint, no doubt. U.S. Marine Corps obstacle course competition. Coming up next, we'll see some great running backs.
In the world's purest taste test, these people preferred the Whopper to the Big Mac. To thank our Whopper virgins, we took our broiler to Greenland and shared their favorite burger with more of their countrymen. Turns out most of them liked the Whopper too.
How does that compare to Seal?
But you can't win them all.
Now, huge biceps and massive shoulders. Get the V-cut, a small looking waist, and a big upper body with the perfect pull-up. From the U.S. Navy SEAL inventor of the perfect push-up, the perfect pull-up changes the pull-up bar into a complete upper body machine with 2 design advances. The perfect pull-up's handles rotate with the natural movement of your arms and shoulders. And the perfect pull-up is the first pull-up bar with an adjustable swing arm. Start with a bicep-burning standing row.
ESPN brand. Don't miss a college basketball doubleheader on ESPN Saturday afternoon. Action starts the Big East Conference at noon Eastern. 2 top 10 teams. Pitt led by Jamie Dixon. Georgetown led by John Thompson III, coming off that big win over UConn. Then at 2 Eastern, 18th-ranked Tennessee facing Kansas, defending national champs. And the Vols have never met on the college basketball court. For more, log on to ESPN.com. We are getting set. U.S. Marine Corps obstacle course. 3 competitors. Time to meet 3 of those. We'll find out a bit more about these young men.
My name is Jamal Gray. I play running back for Miami Middle Senior High, and I'm from Miami, Florida. I'm very committed to Ohio State.
My name is David Giles from Tampa, Florida. I go to Gaither High School and very committed to the University of South Carolina. Ronald Lewis, Drew Oklahoma, outside linebacker, number 24. Very committed to the University of Oklahoma.
All right, Tom, let's check it out. U.S. Marine Corps obstacle course rules of the game.
Yeah, the player's going to begin by popping the sled and grabbing the ball. So this is all about sled drills, footwork, staying low. He'll then run through the gauntlet. 1-second penalty for fumbles. You see, under the agility chute, weave through the dummies. Those are drills that you're going to see starting at the Pop Warner youth level. Through the ropes course, Must touch every square, which means footwork is going to have to be pivotal in this drill.
This will be tough. And to show us exactly how tough, Private First Class Carlos Linares will take us through the course. Go ahead.
See him staying low there, Dave Ryan? That's the name of the game.
Got the footwork. Got to be quick.
What you don't realize in the quick twitch, quick fibers, you start moving, you're moving quickly. It's not a test of endurance. So you're going to see these kids get pretty winded pretty quickly because they're moving at such a fast pace, so competitive trying to win, with the final leap through the bag into the pit.
Sprint and dive. And teammates at the Under Armour All-American game are going to welcome them into that padded pit at the end. Paul Berry will start us off. He's bound for Ohio State, one of the top running backs in the country, and if you're in the state of Florida, he is quick and powerful.
See great power. He's got tremendous lower body strength. He went right through the arms there, trying to knock the balls out, and you see the footwork through the ropes.
This young man has a high ankle sprain, left ankle, icing it last night after practice. Looks good here. Not bothering him much.
Here he comes.
And the final dive. He's exhausted.
He is exhausted. I told you how quick he'd get winded, and if this year's event is any indication of last year's event, one of the biggest things at the end of this deal is to see who can jump the highest and the farthest, but to see if somebody misses the landing pad. Real quick hands right off the ball. Snag that ball, and then you look at the power running through the gauntlet right there and staying low. You hear us talk about that all the time. You can't play this game on the ground until you've got to be able to stay low and get back moving. You see the change of direction skills through the bag, hitting the sled, and then the leap.
Let's go back to Quint, another competitor in this U.S. Marine Corps obstacle course, Eric Field.
Yeah, he's a linebacker from Northside, Georgia, 6'2", 210, competing against running backs. How do you do it?
Well, you know, I got a lot of speed, so I just keep it up. And, my heart is pounding right now. I'm kind of nervous.
That's okay. That's okay. It's been an eventful fall for you. You committed to Clemson, you decommitted, and then you recommitted. How have you kept your sanity through that whole process?
Well, it was kind of a lot of changes at Clemson, and I kind of liked that boy swinging, so I came back to him.
Good luck. Take a deep breath. Let's see your speed.
That all happened in October of this past football season. Tommy Bowden relieved of his duties a few games into a disappointing start for Clemson. So the decommit, the recommit, and now he's bound for Death Valley. Here he goes.
Great quickness off the bat for Eric Fields. And really what you're seeing out of today's linebacker in college football are guys who are built like running backs, because you've got to be able to play in space, you've got to be able to run sideline to sideline, and you can't be substituted for. The undersized linebacker is dominating college football right now with great speed and quickness, and that's what Eric Fields possesses.
Final sprint. Overshot the landing a bit there, and a wipeout for Eric Fields.
Might have painted his forehead there with the logo on the grass.
28th ranked player. ESPN U150, a sub 4.540. We saw some of that speed there, Tommy.
Yeah, he can really run, and Clemson has become accustomed to getting players that can run well on defense. You see him really fast through the gauntlet, but look how quickly he got through underneath the screen, then changes directions around the bag, puts his feet through the ropes. Got to hit every square to qualify, hitting the bag, and then it's all about change of direction and quickness.
Hey, so long. Hey, man.
10 seconds. Here's Jarvis Child. We're back down from South Carolina. 3, 2.
Jarvis Giles is so quick. This is a drill that completely suits his talent level. He's got great lateral quickness, the ability to accelerate, change of direction skills are awesome. He's got a little bit of power too, as you see that working on the sled, but the footwork and the ability to change directions, get from point A to point B as quickly as possible, Dave, are one of the reasons why Jarvis Giles is a highly coveted running back.
Wow, look at him turn the corner. Fastest yet in the final sprint. An impressive finish for Jarvis Giles. Bound for South Carolina, the SEC, ranked number 42 ESPN U150.
Look how tight he is around the bag. Slips a little bit, hurt him a little bit on the time, but the footwork, he makes up for it in the ropes around the bag. And the one-time Tennessee verbal commitment, now South Carolina sees Spur, the beneficiary of Jarvis Giles coming to Columbia.
Ronald Lewis from Oklahoma, and a commit to play for Bob Stoops. Sooners in the Big 12 next year.
Ronald Lewis, one of the bigger competitors, really a true middle linebacker candidate. Will play both middle and outside linebacker in the Under Armour All-America game this Sunday on ESPN HD. Played 8-man football, Dave Ryan, up until his senior year. There may be more people standing around the field in attendance today than actually reside in his hometown of Dura, Oklahoma. A wonderful story and a tremendous athlete, Ronald Lewis.
Finishes up strong.
He's carrying about 225 pounds on that frame, much heavier than the other competitors.
And really moves well for a guy that big. Let's see him in action here. Good footwork.
When he arrived earlier in the week, you see the athleticism, you see the body build and the physique. Exceptional athlete in Ronald Lewis.
Future Sooner looking good, but Jarvis Giles has the best score, and he is our winner. Joined out by Quinn.
You earned this. Catch your breath. You've had a big smile here all week. You seem like you're having a great time. Why is that?
Yeah, I mean, right now I'm just happy that I won this. And Lewis, yeah, he probably would have won this trophy right here. But, you know, I just left it in God's hands. I left everything out there. I left everything on the field. I just did my best.
People call you a home run hitter. What are we going to see on Sunday in the Under Armour All-American game?
Well, I ain't really, I ain't trying to brag or be all, all cocky and anything like that. I'm really trying to prove nothing. I'm just going to go out there, have fun, leave everything on the field, and get ready for the next level. That's it.
Congratulations, Jarvis. Great job. Headed to South Carolina, Dave.
Nicely done. Jarvis Giles Quint wins the U.S. Marine Corps obstacle course. Outstanding effort. When we come back, the nation's 8th-ranked player, top-ranked safety, Craig Lofton, will decide where he's going to school. A commitment coming up on ESPN2. One of the nation's top threats of safety, A&M or LSU, we'll find out.
We traveled to some of the most remote places in the world. We found people who've never tasted a burger and asked them to compare Whopper versus Big Mac. In the world's purest taste test, these individuals preferred the Whopper. The Whopper virgins have spoken.
There are those who dedicate themselves to a sense of honor, to a life of courage, and a commitment to something greater than themselves. They have always defended this nation and each other. They still do. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Look the ball in. You hear it from coaches from the very first time you strap on a helmet.
Ball at the end, grabs it. Got to be proud of that effort.
Didn't drop a single ball.
27 seconds. Those before the competition has the sticker eye black with Wake Forest on it already. He's a future Demon Deacon.
Future Demon Deacon caught everything thrown at him. Quick hands. They call it thumbs and pinkies. Right there you've got your thumbs. You're forming the diamond between your 2 index fingers and your 2 pinkies. Keeping his eyes on the football. Quick feet through the ropes. Got to have it as a route runner. Got to have it to be able to create separation. This is a Jim Grove type of guy at Wake Forest. Quickness, great hands. Just a football player is what Michael Campanaro is.
What a great start to this competition. Didn't drop the ball there. Now it's Prince Kent. The only defensive back of the 4 competitors. The other 3 are wide receivers. Prince will play for Miami next year.
Coaches have been raving about Prince Kent. You see him right there, the defensive back. He's got good hands. He's an all-state wide receiver in the state of Georgia this year, so he's played on both sides of the football. He's got to get his head around. Got his hands positioned correctly. That ball's come a little low at him. He's a lot taller than Campanaro. Going through the bags, through the ropes. Tall, about 6'2", 195 pounds. Totally different body type and structure than Campanaro before him. Coaches have been raving about his ability on the perimeter to play corner, but could also be a safety candidate at the next level for the University of Miami.
Always a question about height. And cornerback, and at 6'2", he'd be a tall one in that position.
Be a tall one, but the receivers have gotten so tall that you've got to have somebody that can match up with people on the perimeter to handle that red zone threat, throwing the ball up to guys like Julio Jones. See the hands right there, trying to, ball spraying around a little bit. Losing his focus somewhat. Got to be able to tuck the ball in, drop it, and get out to the next one.
Let's go down to Quint, joined by Morrell Presley.
Morrell Presley, we were out in Carson actually covering one of your games earlier this year on ESPN2. At that time, it was USC. You switched. Why is UCLA the ultimate best fit for you?
I found it was a better fit. I found it was more opportunity, better atmosphere to go to school. So I just fell in love. So that's why I chose to go to school.
Go to school. You're going on Monday.
Yeah,
that's a lot on your plate right now. How have you maintained your focus here at the Under Armour Week?
Just trying to stay focused and healthy, not get hurt out here, and just ready to start my new beginning of life on Monday.
Good luck. Put that helmet on. Let's see those hands. Morrell Presley, impressive hybrid wide receiver, tight end from Carson. 22 NFLs, Dave, out of Carson High School.
Yep. #1 ranked tight end in the 2009 class. A hybrid type of player. Tight end / wide receiver, tall, very, very smooth, tremendous hands. Has played wide receiver the bulk of the week here. It'll be interesting to see what he develops into at the next level when he gets in the college weight program.
Drops one. As Tom said, he got up quickly and then anticipating the next ball.
Quick hands by Morrell Presley. Look how smooth and quickly he gets that ball and then tosses it away and gets off to the next one.
Just last night, he changed his commitment from USC to UCLA about 2 weeks ago, and Pete Carroll, SC's head coach, did not take it
I can imagine.
Especially losing a player to the arch rival, UCLA.
And the arch rival's offensive coordinator is the former offensive coordinator at USC, and Norm Chow. That couldn't have pleased anybody from Trojan land.
29 seconds, point. 698.
You're going to hear wide receiver coaches all the time talk about snap your head around, get your head around to the quarterback and to the football so you give yourself an opportunity to adjust the footballs, and that's part of this drill right here. You've got to be able to get your eyes to the quarterback, find where that football is coming at so you can adjust to it. Now with Morrell Presley, he's got such long arms, Dave, that he can adjust and have a wide catch radius.
Here's Robbie Toma. We'll play with Morrell Presley at UCLA next year. From Hawaii, but not recruited by the Rainbow Warriors, you told us last night. Got a good week, great speed, and excellent hands. We're seeing him right here.
He's your true possession receiver. When you're the possession guy, you've got to have great hands, you've got to be dependable on underneath routes, and you better be tough over the middle of the field. That's what Robbie Tulla's been able to make a name for himself as a guy that's reliable on underneath routes and on critical third down conversions.
Nice fancy finish there.
Snow Angels.
There's no snow in Hawaii, but you know, it depends on where you are, what island, what mountaintop, but pretty rare to find it. Having some fun here in Orlando.
And our winner is Robbie Toma.
And he's the winner.
Toma does a nice job winning the event. Once again, knowing where the ball's coming from, knowing where the next target is, getting his head around. Look how quickly he plucks. You hear the coaches say, pluck and tuck. Get that ball and get it underneath you. Really no problem through this course for him. It looked like he made it through with ease.
He's joined now by Quint.
Robbie Toma, that's for you. You can take that back to Hawaii. All week long, you've been trying to adjust to the time difference, 5-hour difference. He said on New Year's Eve he didn't get to bed till 3:30. You finally feel like yourself again, though.
Yeah, I mean, we're all just out here having fun. It's great.
What made the difference on that winning run?
I just tried to go full speed the whole way, and I got kind of tripped up on the net, and I just tried to go full speed for there.
You've been playing with an edge this week, trying to prove yourself that you belong. I sat with a bunch of corners, and they said, wow, that guy 24 can run. There's a reason why he's here. What's been your goal this week?
I just want to get Hawaii on the map, really. Just show the people that we can play over there, too. We're just not some island out there in the ocean.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Dave.
That's it.
Attention homeowners. Are you about to lose your home? Are you behind on your mortgage?
You could stay in your home with lower payments. I did. The government is not going to bail you out. Don't allow them to take your home. One phone call could make the difference.
Call Federal Loan Modification at 1-800-240-2341. Our specialists are here to help restructure your mortgage and save your home from foreclosure. Don't delay. Call right now. 1-800-240-2341.
Time now for the Burger King Lineman Challenge. 3 defensive linemen, 1 from the O-line, and Terrell Lewin. Let's meet our 4 big fellows right now.
Corey Adams, East Tackle out of Scottsdale, Arizona, number 68. I'm undecided on my college position.
My name is Justin Payson, defensive end from Las Vegas, Nevada, committed to the University of Oklahoma.
Hi, I'm Darren Dye, defensive end from Stanford, Florida at Seminole High School. And the 5 schools I'm considering is Florida, Florida State, Miami, LSU, and South Carolina.
I'm Caleb Lewan. I'm from Scottsdale, Arizona. I play offensive tackle, and I'm verbally committed to the University of Michigan.
Rules of the game for the Lineman Challenge. By the way, Darren Dye will announce Sunday night at ESPN, HD, 8 o'clock, where he's going to school.
You bet he will. And you see the flipping of the tire. Dave, that tire is 250 pounds. And they got to run through that hurdles course under the agility chute. Again, when you're dealing with linemen, it's about playing low. It's about playing leverage. It's about bending at the knees, not the waist.
Let's go back to Quinn.
Dave, the key to this challenge is the sled, joined by Taylor Lewan of Scottsdale, 6'7", 270. Give me some keys to pushing the sled 10 yards, Taylor.
Basically, what you want to do is, as soon as you're done going through the bags, you want to hit your head right under the armpit, have your shoulder right on the side, and try to keep a good width.
Let me see your technique. Go.
Okay.
Nice and slow. If they hit it too hard, it actually is tough to steer. If they stand up too high, it also doesn't want to go. You got to be kind of slow and low. Tough for a guy who's 270. Let me try that. Hold the mic here.
Good.
Yeah, let's go. Ryan, that was fun. My back's sore.
Nicely done, Quinn. I'm impressed. He's been practicing lifting weights for a week, getting set for that event.
I'm impressed because the bag was taller than he is.
Good start.
Let's see the replay. Quint Kestic in action. How do you evaluate him, Coach Luganbill?
Quint, he's got his head on the right side now. What he's got to be able to do is sink his hips a little bit. I want to see that hind quarters down somewhat. But he was right when he described how the dummy works. If you push it too fast, it gets steep and it won't work. It's designed to force you to play with leverage and keep your base down.
When he played college lacrosse goalie at Johns Hopkins, wasn't doing a lot of that sled work.
No, he wasn't.
Corey Adams, repeat. See the schools he's got in mind. No decision yet. He'll be our first competitor.
Come on, baby, come on.
Good.
250 pounds now to flip that tire over twice. Nice job chucking the bag right there, rolling underneath the screen. Got to stay low. You got to move. You got to find this football. Find that ball in the pile now, Corey Adams. He's got it. He's going to get his hands on it. Tough. Those bags there, Dave Ryan, are weighted on the bottom. They just don't move easily.
Well, sprint there is the time to finish up. Now face plant on the backside of the pad. I'm impressed with Corey Adams' footwork there.
Damn. I got 25.
Corey Adams, defensive tackle. He's going to hit that sled, stay low, and then he's going to toss it to the side, just like you'd like to see him do with offensive guards, offensive centers, as he works from his tackle position. Good leverage, starts low. He's got really explosive hits, good lower body strength. Nice straightaway speed, and then he overshoots the landing.
We've seen a few players do that today. Justin Chase on his neck. He's down for Oklahoma, defensive lineman. He'll play for Bob Stoops, Big 12. He's, of course, playing for the national championship this year.
Good. Taking care of that tire as if it weighed 150 pounds. Nice job by Chase on there. Really tall, very strong. He's got a thick frame, pushed it the distance it needed to go, kept it straight on the narrow, underneath the chutes. Now he's got to find that football. He finds it immediately, and now he's off to the races.
That's big. Didn't take him any time to find the pigskin. There's the dive. 5+ seconds better than Corey Adams.
All about finding where that football is. He takes care of the tire. He's flipping a feather over Dave Ryan. Almost wipes his head there in the iron crossbar.
And the outstanding finish. There's nowhere. He's going to be locked in. January 8th, watching Oklahoma go for the national championship against Florida. Chase on first. Corey Adams second. Dyron Dye, he'll announce his intention. His college destination Sunday night, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, ESPN HD.
The speed portion of this drill will benefit Dyron Dye. He doesn't have a natural brute strength yet. He will once he's in a college program for a couple of years as the other two competitors, but he's got tremendous speed. I would venture to say faster than all of them, but he's got to find that football.
Where's the ball? There it is.
Get it, run, go. Got to finish. Got to finish. Oh, no, he fumbled.
Fumbled. Oh, nice flip at the end. We get on the ball there across the line, officially in the competition. Really no chance for Dyron after Justin Chazon bounced to Oklahoma was so good. Couldn't locate the ball.
Well, we know if there's a fumble on Sunday night, you want Justin Chazon on the field because he's going to find the football at the bottom of the pile. See the great foot speed over the back for Dyron Dye. Got off to a good, quick start here. No problem until he got to the portion where you've got to find the ball and then get on that straightaway run for 35 yards. Couldn't get it done. Finally finds it, and then can't keep a handle on it. Got to get him going through some running back drills.
But he's having a good time anyway. That's the most important thing. Back down to Quinn.
Yeah, he's got a big smile, Dyron. You got off to a good start. What happened? It was just kind of like an Easter egg hunt, and you couldn't find the egg?
I got in there. I didn't know what ball it was. You know, they had one with tape on it, so I was looking for the one with the white stripes. Couldn't find it.
Good try. Hang in there. We'll see you Sunday. Excited to see Dyron on Sunday. He's going to be give us a verbal commitment on Sunday, Dave.
We'll find out where he's headed to. Players college ball. Taylor Lewin gave us the demonstration earlier. Verbal commit to Michigan, and the only player of the four in this Burger King lineman challenge who's an offensive lineman.
Taylor Lewan's going to be a kid with tremendous upside, great feet, fits what Rich Rodriguez is trying to do offensively within the offensive line. Ooh, look at him chuck it, explode through the hips and get that bag up in the air. He goes underneath the screen with ease. Can he find the football? And he does. Look at the big offensive lineman run. He's giving Justin Chazon a run for his money.
There's a dive. Chazon barely wins it. And it was close. How about the great sprint for Taylor Lewin at the end? The key was he found the football quickly.
See Taylor go through the bags. And he's great speed, as we mentioned. Tall, lean frame, about 275 pounds. He's going to end up being a 300-pounder before it's all said and done, but I don't think he'll lose an ounce of athleticism.
Justin Chazon is the winner, bound for Oklahoma, joined by Quinn.
We're right here, Justin. Nice job. What made the difference on that run?
I think I flipped the power real well up there. Just gave him my all.
You think you flipped it well? It weighs 250 pounds. You threw it up like it was like a 10-pound dumbbell.
I've been working out with a lot of good people, and they give me that point.
Reading about you, you said the opportunity on every play to kill the quarterback is what you like about football.
That's my goal every single time I get in my stances. I'm trying to hit the quarterback down, and that's what I like to do.
Excited for Sunday? The opportunity to finally hit somebody?
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to get out there and show the people what I'm about.
Thanks, Justin. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Dave.
So the Burger King lineman challenge results, Quinn.
Boys, Palm and Ronell. Oh, you right there.
Come on. Future Sooner is pretty pleased. Justin Chazon takes it. Corey Adams was second. Lewin and Dyron Dye finish it up. We'll wrap things up from Lake Buena Vista, Florida, when we return. Been a lot of fun to watch the great high school athletes in the Burger King All-America Skills Competition. They'll be on display Sunday night as well.
In the world's purest
All-America Skills Competition. You're watching the Burger King High School All-America Skills Challenge. And this is Disney's Wide World of Sports Complex in Lake Buena Vista, Florida. Today we showcase the nation's top high school football talent. 4 different categories will be on display: pass attack, lineman challenge, obstacle course, and a hands competition. Hello again, everyone. Happy New Year to you and yours. Welcome to sunny Central Florida. Great to have you with us. Dave Ryan alongside ESPN's National Director of High School Football Recruiting, Tom Lugaville. Tommy, what a week for these young men. They've come from all over the country. 2 days of practice, national exposure, ESPN Youth Skills Show today here on ESPN2. Then the big game Sunday night, ESPN HD, from the Citrus Bowl, the All-American.
Well, it's been a week's worth of events, and not only for these players to get to know each other and have some fun, but become acclimated to the level of play that they're going to be facing once they reach the college ranks. As we look at the skills challenge today, however, we're going to go back to the basic fundamentals of football. Quick feet, playing low, the ability to change directions quickly. What type of hip flexibility do you have, and what type of footwork can you display? And for the quarterbacks, got to be able to throw it accurately. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch these guys here compete today.
We will have some amazing athletes on display today. One of those, Russell Shepard, bound for LSU, joined now by our quintet.
He's a big-time playmaker. He's got a big-time personality as well. Russell Shepard, for fans who haven't seen you play, what are some of the strengths in your game?
Of course, my leadership ability, as well as my ability to play, both sides of the quarterback, to run and throw options that I have.
There's 80 exceptional athletes here. You're listed as number 1. Why is that?
Well, they're all great players, as you can see now. But I think I have more diversity to me. I can throw, run, as well as my leadership skills, something that a lot of people don't have at this age.
Good luck. Go get them. Headed to LSU, early enrollee. You'll actually start classes in January, Dave.
Les Miles and the Tigers coming off that big Chick-fil-A Bowl win over Georgia Tech. Here are the pass attack rules of the game. Tommy, as a former quarterback, you know, how difficult is it going to be?
Well, it's going to be very difficult because obviously you've got moving targets coming across the field, as you will see, and then you've got to be able to grip the football and get it out of your hand quickly, Dave.
Russell Shepard gets us going.
Next one.
There's an out pattern. Fast-moving target.
Yeah, he's got to get moving and get on his horse a little bit here so he can catch up with the target, and that will ease the throw because then the throw won't be as long as it would be if he doesn't catch up with the target.
That's the toughest throw in college football right there.
Toughest throw in college football, and he's behind the mark. You've got to hit those blue targets with the numbers in there. A lot closer there. At least he's leading the target this time around. Looks like he's taking some ribbon from the crowd there. We got some hecklers already. His teammates getting after it.
Those are players, by the way. Just having fun with Russell. Guys have been here all week long. Got to know each other well. Looking for that deep landing zone. Kind of slipped. Didn't like it much at all.
Well, this is what happens. When you try and throw the ball hard and you try and throw the ball far, your natural inclination is to grip the ball too hard, and then the ball does not come out cleanly, and that's what happened to Russell Shepard right there. See how he's carrying the football, Dave. He's carrying it tight to his chest, just the way you want to. Very compact, over-the-top release. But accuracy starts with footwork, and it was his feet that probably got the best of him in this drill here today.
Russell told us today he is not concerned about the great game in the Chick-fil-A Bowl in Atlanta.
Is it all right now?
Jordan Jefferson had. He thinks he'll play. Now it's Moses Alapate. Verbal commit to Minnesota. His dad played for the Minnesota Vikings.
Certainly did. His dad, Canal Alapati, a good man, done a great job raising Moses. Moses seeing there, he's asking if that camera's on, making sure that they're going to showcase his skills properly. Let's see if he can hit a few more targets than Russell Shepard did to start us off.
Okay. Are you going backwards? Got backwards.
Verbal commit to Minnesota. Also talk about Washington State, Oregon, and UCLA as top choices.
Well, that's one. He hit the target on the first one, but again, he's got to get on his horse, start catching up with that target.
This is the third. First two right on that blue spot.
Hits it. He's got to get moving. Target's getting away from him. Now he's high.
Last ball on that out route.
Low and outside.
Missed the entire moving target.
Missed the entire moving target. And these guys have got to understand you've got to be able to have a sense of urgency with your feet and with your arm to catch up with the target. Give yourselves an opportunity to be as accurate as possible. Good shot right there by Moses Alapate.
Now he's going to crank up for the deep ball. Lets it go.
Now, he grips the football, David, a lot better than Russell Shepard did, and he has more power in his arm as well. This is an area of the deep ball competition where he should score fairly well. Again, you see the throwing motion right there, cocked and ready to throw. I like the ball carriage of all the quarterbacks in the competition today. Tight to their chest, propped up about shoulder high, so you're always ready to get rid of the football quickly. And he had a couple of nice targets hit early on, and then the long target, again, squeezing the ball will create inaccuracy because you squeeze it too tight and the ball does not come off cleanly from your hand.
Josh Nunez next. Verbal commit to Stanford. See on that right hand, he's got a wrap there, some ligament damage in the ulnar. Suffered during the season this year. His high school near Los Angeles. And he told us last night, little pain. It's not easy to deal with that in terms of the release of the ball.
That's right. See, this drill is as much about getting the football, getting your feet set, and throwing it, as it is about being able to pick the ball up, get the laces in a quick manner, because the cart starts getting away from you, just like receivers will in real form if you're not ready and cocked and set to throw.
Last one right on the mark. Now 40 points on the line. And a fast-moving target at 30 yards. He's got velocity. What about the accuracy because of that injury with his thumb?
Yeah, he's having trouble controlling the ball, and he has all week just because he hasn't had the ability to grip the ball as he normally is accustomed to doing due to the injury late in the playoffs for Upland High School out in Southern California.
Impressive deep ball for Josh Nunez.
Now you see with Josh Nunez, he props that ball up a little bit more to chin height, which can give him a little bit more of a compact delivery, but he does wind up somewhat. But it's all footwork. These quarterbacks are going to start learning that accuracy starts from the feet on up, and it's going to be preached and coached to them each and every day there in the collegiate ranks.
Matt Barkley, Garrett Gilbert, two great quarterbacks, go to USC and Texas. Still to come. We'll have much more on the way from Lake Buena Vista.
Thank you for agreeing to take 5 hours for that day.
We'll be asking for your opinion today about 2 hamburgers that you will taste.
We would like you to take several bites of each hamburger, enough to form an opinion.
We asked these people who've never eaten a burger which they preferred, Whopper or Big Mac. Congratulations, McDonald's. You've won second.